Were you told by an insurance company that you were partially at fault for an accident, and as a result, they were reducing your recovery by 10 or 20%? Check out this video to learn when you should accept some fault for an accident. Hey, Barry here from the Lawful Channel. My legal practice and this YouTube channel are all about giving away as much free legal information as possible. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can. Comparative negligence is a term used by insurance companies to argue that their insured is not 100% responsible for the accident. There's no secret why they do this. State Farm on their website says that they process 38,000 claims a day. If they save just $1,000 per claim on all those 38,000 claims, that's $38 million saved a day. So it makes a lot of business sense for State Farm or Allstate or Geico to dispute at least part of the responsibility of an accident when they can. Now, I have to be honest, I'm a personal injury lawyer, so I'm not crazy about auto insurance companies. And the idea of accepting a small amount even of responsibility for an accident does not settle well with me. But there may be a time and place, and there has been in my practice, where we have accepted some fault in an accident, and there's two very good reasons why. Before I tell you why, I just want to give you a slight background on comparative negligence. Now, in my home state of Illinois, what it means is that if you are 50% or less responsible for an accident, you still can recover. But if you're over 50%, you are barred from recovering. That's different than some states. Like, for example, in California, if you are 90% at fault for the accident, you can still recover for your 10% of damages. Now, contrast that to North Carolina or Virginia, which are what's called contributory negligence states. In those states, if you are even 1% at fault for an accident, you cannot recover. So let's take an example in Illinois or in a regular comparative negligence state. You're involved in an accident, your car has $10,000 in damage. Allstate Insurance tells you that you are 20% responsible for the accident. So what happens? Very easily, Allstate will compensate you for the 80% that they were at fault, or $8,000, and you're going to have to come up with the other $2,000 to repair your car. And the same principle will apply when you try to recover for your pain and suffering or your medical bills. Let's say you have a $100,000 case and you were 20% at fault, you can recover a maximum of $80,000. Okay, so what are the two circumstances in which you may want to accept some fault for an accident? The ones that I normally see, first of all, involve property damage. Let's say you're involved in an accident and Allstate Insurance tells you that you're 10% responsible for the accident. You've got $5,000 or $10,000 in damage to your vehicle. The problem is that if you want to fight them on that, the only way to overcome that is to file a lawsuit. Well, normally you don't want to file a lawsuit over that amount of money, and it could take 12 or 18 months to resolve it. So you may be in a position to afford a $1,000 hit or whatever it might be, and you accept partial responsibility for the accident just so you can resolve your case. The second situation where in the past we've accepted a portion of fault for an accident is where a client's injuries are so severe that we know we're going to get the whole insurance policy anyways. So, for example, I represented a client who was involved in a motorcycle accident, and he was driving straight down a road and a car took a left-hand turn in front of him and there was a T-bone accident. Our client was speeding, and that was on the police report, but only going 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. So the insurance adjuster alleged that our client was 10% at fault for the accident. Okay, normally we'd fight that, it's a huge case, but the adjuster also told us that there was only a $100,000 insurance policy, and this guy had $1 million case. We knew we were going to get the insurance policy no matter how much fault we accepted. And as a result, we accepted the 10%, and ultimately we settled the case for the policy limits anyways. Okay, it's time for your take on the law. Were you involved in an accident and the insurance adjuster told you were partially at fault for the accident? What did you do? Tell us about it in the comments below. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Please click the subscribe button to be notified every time I release a new video. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can.